Well, everybody, after 50,000 years and playing through this game like 5 different times, we're going to be starting another Starbound series. How y'all doing today, folks? Hope you're doing fantastic. My name's Scythe. Before we get started, would very much appreciate if you would hit that like button for me. Helps me out very, very much. We're going to be choosing a Yodel. We're going to call him Jub Jub. We're just doing basic survival, and we're going to skip the intro mission because I already did a first look video kind of talking about that. Lots of people have been requesting me to do a series of this game. I've actually had multiple series of this game in the past, like a very, very long time ago, even way back in the day when I only had a couple hundred subs, and this game was actually one of my most popular series back then. So it's really cool to come back to it now that it's kind of fully developed. And I am going to say this right here, this series is not going to be often on the channel, folks, but because of that, maybe not so much at first, but a little bit further on in the series, I'm going to be doing lots of cuts in the episodes, and then also I'm going to end up doing a lot of stuff off camera. So that's what's going to kind of be the trade-off between it not being as often. Also, I just don't really have that much time. I am Sail, your ship-based artificial intelligence. I manage the maintenance of your ship. I am also programmed to offer you information and advices. Earth was attacked by an unknown force. Yeah, I know, I remember back when this game was going to have different lore for each of the different races, and they were all going to have a different last boss, but now they all came from Earth. How convenient. I'm going to be teasing stuff like that throughout, but seriously, because I remember playing this game a million years ago. It takes me back to be playing it again, and one of the biggest aspects that I enjoyed about this game was the building, so we might end up getting into that a little bit later on in the series. Beam down to the planet, blah, 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 and get using the teleporter, and you'll get a loot bag reward. Oh, okay, screw the teleporter. I'm going to use the teleport button. Whee! Hello, I am here. The reason that we're using the Yodel character, of course, is because quite obviously, I mean, Japanese Oriental styled stuff, right? Ooh. You know what? What? You discovered some ore. You can turn it into bars. Yeah, I know everything about this game. Don't worry. I'm an expert. So this is something that's actually quite new to me, is ore being in the background. That's pretty new. You know, I never ended up seeing anything like that. Oh, what's the jump button? There we go. It's spacebar. Ew, the night cometh. We're going to spend as little time in the night as possible because, unfortunately, this game's night still sucks. That's one thing that hasn't changed since this game, was originally, being developed and stuff. I remember all that. So, there we go. We got some wheat and some seeds that we can use. I'm also going to chop down these trees and, I guess, explore the orbited planet. We're already in the orbited planet. You discovered some plant fiber, which we can use for healing. I'm going to try and get a little bit of a basin organized here, folks, and kind of skip over the night and clue you all in if any progress develops. Well, folks, we're almost dead, if that's a bit of a development, because I've been fighting my way across these stupid side enemies and stuff. The night is very deadly, and boy, does it last a long time. Seriously, it takes 50 zillion years. I'm also trying to get myself a bit more acquainted with the controls here, so I can kind of get things a bit in order. I guess we're going to have to settle for a dirt house for now, just because it's the only way that we can keep ourselves safe. In order to craft the fire pit, I just ended up crafting a torch and then the campfire. The rope, I'm pretty sure, is this what I think it is? I think this is something that we can end up kind of throwing off of our character, right? I want to make sure, though. But I'm pretty sure we can just... Aha, yeah! So it wastes 1 rope per, and it's like a grappling hook. That's right, I remember that. Okay. The other thing, too, that we could end up doing is kind of securing this area a little bit. But these guys, they're the ones that are giving me the real trouble lately. Great. He really wants to give me trouble, doesn't he? So, I guess I'm just gonna keep continuing to set up a shop here. Most of all, I gotta try and create a safe zone where we can end up putting a bunch of plants as well, because otherwise we're gonna start starving to death, and that's no good, man. I do not want to die that quickly. I gotta give ourselves... Where's our torches as well? There we go. Nom, 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 nom. Delicious potatoes. Oh, man. Now, can we plant these? No, we can't, unless we end up crafting ourselves a hoe, right? Inventor's table. Salve, which uses plant fiber. timber. That's why we're taking so much of our wood to end up constructing this house. That's right. So how do we get this? We need a bunch of timber. Okay, so we needed 12, was it? Uh-oh. I crafted a little too many there. We could have crafted that for 2 seconds and then it went away. Oh boy. All right, well, I'm gonna keep working at it. Trees are something you don't need to actually till the soil for, though. So I hope these can actually grow, though. Oh, man alive, get up there, you fool. Oh, we can't. Well, the day is finally starting to show up here, folks. But before we end up doing that and going on a little bit of an explorative mission, I want to replace a little bit of this dirt. If at all possible. I mean, granted, we aren't going to be able to plop down a door or anything like that yet, just because we are still dealing with all of this stuff, and we still gotta get ourselves that crafting table. But at least now that the day is finally here, we can continue onward and start exploring a little bit. I'll do a little bit more building and stuff like that off camera, but first of all, I want to try and get ourselves a bit more resources and get things a little bit more under control. I think the big thing too, ooh, we got a new discovery right here. I see that plant fiber and copper down there though. Is this anything new? You all saw it. If I didn't kill that thing, it was kill or be killed right there. So let's try and get ourselves the last bit of timber that we need before we can end up getting ourselves... Don't you attack me, you weird frog bird. It's got teeth. Again, it was kill or be killed. Okay, so now can we craft the inventory table thing? Yeah, or the inventor's table. I don't know why I keep calling it an inventory table. Come on, dude. I don't remember. Is it just me? I don't remember the character controlling so weirdly. You know? I mean, I've noticed that with a couple other people that started LPing this game as well. They were even saying how it feels like the controls are a little bit different. Now, it could just be me. I don't know. It's been a million years since I played this game, but yeah, it might take me a little bit to get the hang of things. Where's our inventor's table? Okay, even though we crafted it, I guess we didn't actually. Oh, do we have to legit stay in the crafting UI for it to finish? Ew. Ew, that's bad, man. Don't make that. No. I mean, I guess we should put this on our ship, but we'll put it here for now. Foraging table. Ooh, is this for food? Used to produce items for hunting, mining, and farming. Oh, we're gonna definitely need that. The anvil needs a bunch of iron, which we can't get right now. Smelting furnace, which we can get very, very quickly. We just need some copper. Cobblestone. This just needs some rope, so we can actually craft that one right now. Did that actually craft? I see. I remember that from this game a million years ago. So it could be, maybe we could end up leaving the crafting UI. It's that when you click on craft, it's a bit glitchy. It always kind of has been. So what's this? A wooden crafting bench. Let's craft that. Okay. Take 50 years to craft it. Is this still crafting? Okay, so we do have to actually wait in the crafting UI. That's just bad. Also, for some reason, we ended up running out of all of our timber. So let's see if we can craft ourselves a little bit more here. Is that enough? Yeah, there we go. That foraging table is more important, though. I want this one because it's going to be a requirement. I don't like that, though. I don't like that we have to be in the stupid crafting UI. Like, that's kind of weird, isn't it? I mean, I guess it's just something we got to get used to here, but I mean, that's something that weird free-to-play games do. Okay, what do we got here? So there's a hoe, which needs copper ore, string, which we never found, a moth trap, tungsten. Ew. Scarecrow? What is that for? Anything good? Kind of lovable. Yeah, he certainly is. A watering can. There's watering cans in this game? That one would be a lot easier than making this one that requires dye. Like, seriously. And then there's foraging stuff, so we can make ourselves some hunting spears, which means that we could kill creatures with the spear, and I guess get meat out of them, right? The bug net needs timber and string. We got a tree grown! All right, let's craft at least one of those, and then there's light sources as well, which these cost, oh boy. I mean, a lot of this stuff is very expensive. This is the big one that I want, though, which needs the Explorer's Lantern, which needs oil. which oil is a resource that I know we're gonna have to get our, whatever it's called, our weird tool. We need to use that. A mining helmet. We need to use our tool to gather oil and liquids and stuff like that, but we need to level that thing up. All right, so let's get ourselves the hunting spear on our macro right here, because you should always have, like, we should always have blocks on our hotbar. So I definitely want to keep the dirt up there. But anyway, let's start exploring today, folks, because otherwise, yeah, we're going to be spending like most of the episode just killing or just building our stupid shed, right? So the other thing too that I really want to end up doing, potatoes, yum. It looked like he pooped him out. So we can get one hit on this guy and then, ha! Yep. You're so teeny weeny and adorable. Oh my goodness. So we got living root. What does living root do? A severed piece of evolved plant matter can be used for crafting. Okay, whatever. What about this guy? How strong is he? So we can get one more hit on him before we kill it. Ha! Yes! What about you? 2, 3, 4, and then... Ah! Oh yeah, we got some raw steak, nice. So we don't have any more of those. I'm gonna have to chop down some trees in my off time for sure. But yeah. So, well, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna chop down some trees right now because we need the wood. I'm also gonna be gathering some of this plant fiber because we need some healing resolves post-haste. You know what's cool? You probably won't even hear it, folks, but there's actually a sound when you're mining ore now. Huh. That's pretty neat. I also noticed that thing down there. I want to go take a peek at that because from what I've heard anyways, now that the game's kind of fully been released and fleshed out a little bit, those things don't kill you every 2 seconds because that's what they used to do. All right, let's try and do it, but this guy's gonna give us some trouble, isn't he? What are you doing? Spin attack of destiny! Oh my goodness gracious, it split apart into babies! Jeez, that guy was scary. Is it gonna kill me? Oh, regen. Perfect. And now we've got nighttime again, because for some weird reason, nighttime in this game seems to last longer than the day. Now, as a Hyodal, do we actually have a passive buff of being able to breathe underwater for longer or something? Because that was going to be a thing with this game like 50 years ago. I don't know if that ever ended up making it into the final version though, because it seems to me, I mean, it's not like I really kept track of anything with this game, but it seems like what they ended up doing was kind of coming to a point where they had to make a decision of, okay, there's all these things that we want to add to the game, and then there's us finishing the game. And it seems like they kind of just tried to get it finished rather than fleshing out and putting all these things into the game that they said they were going to do 5 million years ago. So comments that help with all that stuff, folks, would be very much appreciated. Now, the other thing, too, is we're supposed to... there's like a black hole thing that kind of starts like the main quest area and everything like that. It's on this planet. I don't know if we're gonna end up getting to that one today though, folks, because it looks like we're taking up quite a bit of time just for all this resource gathering and stuff. Like the start of this game, definitely out of playing this game like for a million years ago, definitely seems like the game's start has slowed down a lot, you know? So we might only have enough time for me to gather a couple more resources, and then I'm gonna go back to our camp and see if we can craft ourselves a couple more tables for the next episode. Weakness, you're gonna die from hunger? No! Oh my goodness gracious, can we make it back in time? Now we are gonna be able to cook this meat on the fire pit, right? Boiled potatoes. Boiled rice, you mean? That looks delicious. And potatoes. I mean, at least we can make ourselves an absurd amount of food, it seems. Seriously. I'm gonna also close this off because I don't trust those creatures. Where's our food? Where's our food? Where's our food? Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Oh, it's delicious. Ah, yum yum yum. Wow, these suck. These are all terrible. What about rice? Okay, rice is good. Rice is great. Whew, now we're doing great. That's not bad. So you know what? Yes, we are actually going to call it here for the first episode, everybody. I know we didn't do that much exploring and stuff like that, but I kind of got to get things a little bit more in order here with our base before I'm comfortable enough with exploring. So we might end up doing that in the next episode. Again, this series is not going to be as common because there's going to be, granted, all the cuts and stuff like that. And unfortunately for today, I forgot to start my timer, so I kind of just had to gauge how long the episode was going to be after editing. But either way, thanks for watching, folks. Hope you enjoyed. Sayonara and stay epic.